Hello to all my fellow and future gamers, and welcome to the Bubbles Gaming channel. I am X, and this video is Novus Inceptio. So this is a brand new game that I just downloaded. It is in early access on Steam. I logged in just long enough to turn the music off so I don't have to worry about any copyright infringement. And I'm going to try this. We're going to see what happens. I did watch about 5 minutes of somebody else's Let's Play. That was just enough for me to see that I really actually wanted to try this game. So I'm going to learn this one along with you guys, and we'll see what happens. Alright, and we're in. So here we are. I have no idea what's going on. I did look at some of the buttons that you need to push in order to do things, the key bindings, for what you will. So starts you in here. You've got a thing up at the top that says that you are in a tower zone, so you can't get in fights with anybody. Clone station. Alright. And okay, so a help menu just opened itself, so that's good. So this is a different, so when you first load up the game going through the Steam launcher, it just pops up with like a normal text version of this. So one of the things, so if you hit the left alt button, then it'll give you a mouse cursor instead of looking around the screen. So normal WASD character movement, toggle player view, so you can go first person if you want, space to jump or emerge. And okay, so if you're underwater, toggle your character sheet. Alright, toggle walk or run. Okay, so you gotta hold shift in order to walk. Inventory is I. Got nothing in there. Left click or right click for your primary or secondary action. Also can use the E and F keys. So N is your A2A storage. So how is that? So it brings up the, okay, so I or N brings up the same thing. So you have your inventory and then your A2A storage, which I don't know what that is. Okay. Secondary action, so your crafting window, we'll bring that up, take a look at it. So that brings up your inventory as well. Oh no. So I still had my inventory up. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you can actually drag and move these things around the screen, so that's good. So I've got my A2A crafting screen up here. So it looks like we've got a bunch of stuff that we can make. Repair action, next actions. Got a tool belt down there. Got a couple of different icons down on the thing, so alright, we'll take a look at that stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back and let's just go kind of walk around a little bit. Is it going to let me hurt myself? No, it looks like there's glass there. Okay, so you can't get any closer, that's kind of nice. I don't know what that is. There's another guy. There's a bunch more people just sitting in these tubes. I don't know what they mean or what they do. So I can shop. Interesting. Okay. I don't have... Alright. So I don't have any form of currency, so I can't buy anything. These are just still all the... Create a clone. I don't really want to create a clone right now. Can I get out this way? Nope. Look for the exit sign. Oh, I can leave this way. Alright, nice set of stairs. So typically with these kind of survival crafting games, really the first thing you want to do is just start collecting stuff to try to figure out what you want to do. So I'm still in this tower zone. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it looks like I am out of the tower zone, somewhere in here. So that thing is following me around. I don't know what that is, but I can't Doesn't look like I can look at it. Okay, so I can zoom out. Left Alt. No sort of like toolbox or anything like that. Okay. To continue, you must press WASD for movement, which I have done. Switch view, press F1. Oh, interesting, you can actually see yourself. So I've got an age of 18 with generation 1 up there, so maybe you can advance yourself, not really sure. So F or right mouse button for foraging, or the left mouse button for to mine some raw stone, which I need a pickaxe in order to do that. So we'll just kind of do some foraging and see what happens. And there's nothing else to forage in there. So I didn't see anything pop up, but I did get something. So I got a couple raw stone. Okay. So let's take a look at this tree and see what I can do there. So this one I can pick resin, requires any knife. So I do have a knife on me, which you can see. So a crude knife. Okay, so that just kind of, alright, went away. This is early access, so you are going to find issues. Well, that's actually kind of nice. So you hit the button once and it goes through. Pick bark. So you hit the different buttons and it does whatever that icon says, and it just goes all the way through. So it gives you a progress, so you can do it 15 times. F to pick branches, so we'll go ahead and pick some branches here. So it looks like I'm going to need a pickaxe. I'm going to need, what does that need? Any kind of axe in order to do something with the rock. Can pick all that stuff again. Let's try to find something that's not a tree. So that is just a small tree. Yep. Alright, so here I can pick leaves. I can also pick azaleas, or I would need an axe in order to destroy it. So let's do that. So we can see down at the bottom I've got 101 hit points, 9 out of 10 for, I'm guessing that's stamina. And it's going down in percentages, so I think that that's basically 10 is 100%, so it doesn't go down like big blocks, it goes down smaller intermittent ones. And then FT, not sure what that is. Hunger. So I am going to have to eat and drink in order to keep myself going. So one of the other buttons in here is tab, which can toggle your stance. But I'm still in the tower zone, so now I'm out of the tower zone. Okay, so you hit tab and you go into a fight stance. So left click to swing. Right click does nothing right now. I don't know if you have to be dual wielding or something. So I can pick some more leaves there if I wanted to. Oh, I wonder what that is. Mine raw. So just some more stuff that I can destroy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the crafting menu and see. It is interesting, so it automatically puts some things in the A2A storage, but other things it put into my backpack. So I have resin, I have bark, I have leaves, I have the azalea, some raw stone, and my branch from a spruce. So parts, so that's this list of parts here. Weapons, I don't need those, although I could use an axe. So this looks like raw materials, tools. So this is where I'm looking for right here. So there's a pickaxe. So it looks like or a crude axe. Okay. Survival. Nice, some things you can build for yourself. Some clothing. Some farming stuff. Nice, so you can make your own farms to help keep yourself alive. High tech. Waypoint would be nice, being able to point back to where I guess you set up your home to be. So let's go to tools, and So my hunger is fine, my thirst is fine. Let's head down here, down to the water, and just see if I can drink straight from the water. And then I would like to get... So that's more leaves and azalea. I'd like to craft at least something for this video just to check it out and see how the crafting system works. There's a lot of different systems out there and a lot of different games, and you never really know how they're going to work. Alright, so just going in the water doesn't do anything for your thirst. Go ahead, swim around a little bit. Does go through your stamina pretty quick. But it also is cold, so I didn't notice that right there. So above the FT, you can see the icon that apparently you're cold there. Alright, so let's bring back up the crafting menu and see what's going on. Alright, so what do we want first? I would say probably the crude axe. Alright, so it looks like I need some sort of raw stone, which I have, a branch, which I also have, and some sort of fiber. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. So you click on the icon and it automatically brings that up into the craft window. So I need raw vegetables. So grass, botanize, or leaves. Okay. So I have some leaves here. So you just click on it, no shift click or anything crazy, and it moves right in. So we'll go ahead and craft that. So it looks like I earned the fiber. So now I have to go, where was I? Tools, looking for the crude axe. So I have a fiber, that's good. I have my raw stone and I have a branch, so now I can craft a crude axe. So now I have this. Tool action penalty. So it's an important tool that can be used as a weapon. This is the main use. The main use is felling trees. So how do I put this down here? Oh, so you can just freely forage. Interesting. So I don't... So I just got rid of one of those icons that I don't know what it does. So I'll have to see if I can figure out how to figure out what that was. So fishing, water bottle. Oh. Okay, so I have a water bottle down there. Alright, so now I have that. Click 1. That puts it on yourself, which is good. So now we have a crude axe. So let's go check out what we can do. So I have a quest waypoint now. Over there. Okay. Food can be attained by prospecting the ground using a skill botanize. Oh, so that must be what it was. So this is foraging. So I'll have to figure out skills. Oh, good. So that just put it back on my toolbar. Alright. So we'll come over here. I just want to hit this really quick and then we'll go from there. Nice. Alright, so we'll pick some leaves. I don't know what it's going to do when you cut it down, if you'll still be able to get all the other things, so I will grab all the leaves and all the branches that I can, and then we'll cut it down and see what happens. Wow, it actually did not take long at all to cut down. Oh, so now that it's down, I can actually pick more leaves off of it, pick more branches. So that's kind of cool. And then you can chop it up again. So you've got the how it's going down in the bottom right at the center. So I'm not getting... Okay, so I got a sycamore log from that one. So this is different than normally picking something. So it doesn't just do it in its entirety. You have to keep selecting it. So how many logs did I get out of that tree? So I got 4 sycamore logs out of an entire tree. Okay. Oh, and the logs do not stack. Or the different types of things don't stack. So you end up with sycamore branches and spruce branches. That may be something you gotta keep an eye on to make sure that you're not using a bunch of stuff. So the branches don't stack, but the leaves... I didn't look at that. So it looks like it doesn't matter what tree the leaves come from. You can always use those. So let's take a look at... No, I'm not going along with the tutorial, but I'm interested in now getting a pickaxe. Very different. So let's start here with a rope. Alright, so from a rope, to build a rope, I need 2 sets of fiber, which means I'm going to need 3 leaves. But I know that I'm going to need 2 fibers. So it looks like I should have set that to 2. We'll go back to the tools. So that's kind of... It's a little inconvenient that you have to keep going back and forth, but it's really nice that it allows you to just go see what the next step is. So we'll get this rope done. So I have my 2 fibers. Create the rope. Go back to my pickaxe. Alright, so that's done. So the handle. So this one takes more than just a branch. So I need a shaft or an ingot. We'll go with a shaft, which needs to be a branch. We will create that. There's not. So this actually requires a knife. I didn't notice that. So we'll have to take a look at that when I get into the pickaxe. So it doesn't look like it requires anything specific. So I'm trying to build the handle. Comes with, needs a shaft to build the handle out of it. Done. Tools, pickaxe. So this is kind of nice too. So this shows you. So I actually need a rope, a handle, and 2 blades. I didn't notice that those were both the same thing. So I'm going to have to build 2 blades. So raw stone or an ingot. Which I think, yep, I only have 1 raw stone. So I'm going to have to find another raw stone somewhere. So that looks like a rock on the ground over there. So we should be able to forage. That's what we ended up, how we found the rock last time, or the raw stone. Destroy it. Requires any axe. Oh, really? Or is that the bush? Oh, I can't look down anymore. Sorry about that. Can't botanize. Let's try to forage and see if I can pick up a rock. Oh, I did. Alright. So we'll bring this back up. Tools, pickaxe. Blade, I'm going to need 2 of them. So I need either a raw rock or an ingot. I have the raw rock. set this for 2, but I need a hammer. Okay, so now I gotta take another step back. Take a look at the hammer. So that needs 2 heads, which a shaft or a raw rock or an ingot. So let's go with this. Two of those. Go back to the hammer. The head requires shaft. I'm going to need 2 of those. So I wonder if this is going to end up building like a wooden hammer. It is. Okay, so that's going to build a spruce hammer. Now I got to start all the way back over again for the pickaxe itself. So we'll look at the hammer in our inventory. So it looks like that's going to be pretty important. You're going to need that for a lot of things. But you can't use it as a weapon. Okay? So for the pickaxe, now I need my rope again. Two of those. Where'd you go? There you are. I do like the fact that this changes right here, so it's really quick and easy to see kind of your progress. So this tells me that I have the rope, I'm missing the handle, and I'm missing the 2 blades. Now it should tell me that I'm just missing the 2 blades. So the blade requires my raw stone to create what it says. Required active tool is any hammer. So I don't want to drop it. So it just has to be, let's put it on my tool belt. This is... yeah. So it wouldn't let me drag it back off the bar. I'm not quite sure why. So let's put it down. Oh, so it probably wouldn't let me move it because I was trying to build something that was using it. We'll figure it out. So I'm going to put you in my tool belt just because I don't need it on the immediate hotbar. I'll go back. Pickaxe for the blade. You up. I have my active hammer. Make 2 of them. 1, 2 are done. Now the pickaxe is solid, got everything that I need. We'll craft you. I will drop you onto my tool belt. So, benefit from the rocks, it's always better with a proper tool. Okay? Now I can mine raw iron ore here. Very nice. Alright, so that sums this one up for right now. I do enjoy the gameplay. I like the fact that, at least right now, it seems like you've got plenty of time to just sit back and kind of do whatever you want. This is in early access. I think ultimately it's gonna, the designers or the developers really want it to be an online experience or a multiplayer experience. So they've got 2 modes right now, the single player mode, which I'm in, and they have a ghost mode, but it specifies under the ghost mode, it's kind of a debug thing right now for people to ad hoc servers and practice the multiplayer aspect so that they can actually refine the way that the game is playing. But it also specifies that if you're not in the EU, which I'm not, that it's not a good idea to do it because you'll end up with a really bad lag as you're trying to play. So I'm going to stick to the single player for right now. So this was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments so that I can keep playing this if you guys want to see it. I am looking for another game to play besides WoW that is kind of the main point of my channel right now, so let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. I am X, and I am out.